Hello and welcome. Sorry to start a little late and to start within the temple, but I had some things to carry over. So we are beginning here in the small chapel which our beloved Lady Lorian built. And you can see I should have done the reverse thing on this, but it makes up the cover of her book, The Goddess Bade Me Do It, which is her biography, her autobiography. So if you have any interest in reading about the early days of her life and the early days here at Isis Oasis, this is your best source. So let me know if you want a copy. But mainly I'm showing it today because it shows her in front of the temple with this beautiful enhancement, that glow, and it shows the moth that was a highly transformational symbol for her, and that really inspired her love of nature and her fascination with the divine when she was a small child recovering from an injury, and she got to watch a moth come out of its cocoon. And this was very meaningful for her and stayed with her as a symbol for the rest of her life, and it's on the front page of it too. So let us go ahead and begin. I'm going to light the candles. Today is, of course, July 15th. And for those of us at the Temple of Isis, that's a very meaningful and very sad and ponderous day, because that is the day that Lady Lorian left this plane 7 years ago. So naturally, she is very much on our minds today, and we will be thinking of her as we go through our daily paths as well as our daily rites. And if you know something of the story of when she passed, she did so with maximum efficiency and productivity. She was feeling a little tired that evening, went to bed early, which was not her way. She was definitely not a lark. She was much more of an owl in that sense. And so she went to bed, and this needs a little bit more fire. Was discovered about an hour later, and she had completely passed away in that time frame. The previous day, she had asked someone to come by and check on her later that evening, and so they did, and found that she had passed away. But she had spent that last day. It was the 15th. That was her designated day to take care of all the bills and pay everything, and so she had spent the afternoon doing just that. She'd had a lovely dinner out on the terrace in front of her house, and then she went away. So she never had to suffer loss of power or loss of understanding. Instead, she was able to be fully herself to literally the last moments of her life. So God is blessed that we can all pass so well. Alrighty, and now let us begin. I have some other things to show a little bit later too. Divine Isis, goddess of 10,000 names, I invoke your grace. Come to our temple, O goddess, dwell in our shrine. Make our hearts your altars, our hearts your home. Bring vision and healing to those who use this shrine. Give us wisdom and unveil the truth, and with thy feathery wings protect us. Breathe into us the breath of life and health and strength. It is noon, let us celebrate the moon. Let us celebrate the stars, no matter where they are. It is noon, let us celebrate the sun that shines on everyone. Let us celebrate our day as we go upon our way. It is noon, it is noon, it is noon. divine reflections. So anyone who wants to share anything, now is a good moment to do so. And from Marky, thank you, Lorion and Isis. Yes, thank you, Lorion and Isis. Thank you, Lorion and Isis. Thank you, Lorion and Isis. And I think I stepped on the peacock's words for the day on that. So Goddess bless the peacock for participating. And you were hearing, I believe that's Abdul, who was one of Lorion's personal peacocks. And from Jeff, Lorion keeps loving. That's a great one. I love that. Lorion keeps loving. Lorion keeps loving. Lorion keeps loving. And it's interesting as we go through the years of her having passed away. These things do have cycles, and for some reason, lately I've been hearing from people that they feel her around, and that they felt some sort of communication or contact. So some years I haven't heard so much of that, but this year particularly, maybe because it's 7, which is a number of cycles, and definitely, is 1/4 of the lunar month, which is 28 some days. I think the 7-year cycle is also an important one. So perhaps that's why she's popping in a little bit more, perhaps. And from Phoenixa, we embrace love. We embrace love. We embrace love. We embrace love. And that sounds like such a welcoming statement to make. We embrace love. It's an important one too, because sometimes I think we do get blessings. It may be of love, it may be of some gift, it may be of many, just a good mood, but we perhaps don't really embrace it. And so I think we'll take Phoenix's wisdom today to heart and suggest that we really try to embrace love. Make love welcome. Make whatever you want more of in your life welcome. And sometimes that requires you have to rearrange things or redo things, or start over from scratch. And on this day where we're especially remembering Lady Lorion, nothing held her back from starting a new project, from doing something new, from creating something new. And that's something to always remember. That is one of her most inspirational qualities, that fierce entrepreneurial spirit. And I don't just mean financially. It was just like, let's start a new project. Let's do this. Let's do that. And so she was always had something cooking up. And sometimes I think just, in my way of doing things, I tend to kind of keep things going, keep things going, keep things going. And, but she'd have these explosions of energy into new directions. And that is something that I'm contemplating today as I think about her and think about where we are. And from Jeff, for Linda, Isis is the nicest. Yes, Isis is the nicest. Isis is the nicest. Isis is the nicest. And welcome, Linda. We're, remembering Lorion very specially today, since this is the 7th anniversary of her passing. So, alrighty. Anyone else have words? Well, if you think of them, please put them in the comments. We'll go on and honor the directions. And then I do have a few other things to show about Lorion. Let us honor the east, element of air with the winds ever blowing. And we honor the south, element of fire with the flames ever glowing. And we honor the west, element of water with the river into this world with all these gifts and more, our very own special essence. Let us thank the goddess for that which she bestows. Let us go forth refreshed and renewed with dedication to preserve and protect all life, for we are all children of Isis, the great mother goddess. And today, as I mentioned, we're doing a few extra things. It is our day for thankfulness, and certainly it is very easy to be thankful for Lady Lorian on this anniversary of her passing, and be thankful that she so provided that we could continue and keep this place going, and hopefully in ways that she would appreciate. So goddess bless. And today I brought over one of her crowns, which is solar and lunar, and she wore this a lot. Of course, there is the purple ribbon, which holds it all together and adjusts. And this, I understand, was a gift from another priestess of ours whom we have also lost, which was Serena, who was very, very close to Lorian. And so whenever I have this, and I sometimes wear it in ceremony, I'm always thinking of both Lorian and Serena, and as well as the symbology of the alchemical union between sun and moon, and the five-pointed stars that are on this in several areas. So, and the big star on the back too. So goddess bless. But these beloved artifacts are still being used. And this is a fun picture of Lady Lorian, obviously in the latter part of her life. And I love the fact that she looks like she's really smiling and really having fun. And this again is a co-artifact with Serena, because Serena put this lovely book together. And there's many images. You can kind of see a corner of Lorian there sitting with one of her ocelots, and that's Serena herself in front of our beloved Lady Olivia too. And let's see, what else do we have here? And another shot of Lady Lorian having a lot of fun. So, goddess bless. And here's a beautiful shot of where we are right now. And where we are right now is trying to continue on in ways that Lady Lorian would be pleased with. And I'm always open to suggestions on that. So please just, this place is for all of us. So goddess bless all of us who care and love about this. And the last picture I'm showing today is Lorian on one of her travels. Here she is, I believe, in Greece. That probably would be a trip that she made to visit her sister, who was staying in Greece at that time, and they were in an olive press that had been made into a place to stay on the island of Aegina. But I don't think this is Aegina. There's the huge temple of Ophaia there, which is very beautiful, but I don't think this is part of that, so I'm not quite sure where she is on this photo. Alrighty. And, alright. Jeffrey's thankfulness is thankful that Isis Oasis keeps going after 7 years and many more to come. I really, really hope so. So goddess bless. Now we're facing drought, an anticipated vigorous fire season, and we're, still contending with the pandemic up here, which unfortunately in Sonoma County is not going that well. So we are very aware of maintaining our good practices and trying to stay healthy. So vaccinated or not, maintain your good practices. There are a lot of breakthrough cases around here right now. So, and Phoenixa writes, so grateful for blessings, encouragement, hope, warm, loving folks to socialize with, help, and love during our struggles. And may we always be a place that provides all of those things. And Marky is mentioning that she had visited Lorian the day before she passed. And it was interesting how many people did have contact with her in about the last 48 hours. I spoke with her about 6 hours before she passed away, and I had no reason to think that that was on the immediate horizon. And so many other people talked with her and had no idea. So she was going strong until she wasn't. So Goddess bless her. And we hope to be going strong and continuing on into many, many, many years to come, so that we can provide support and enshrine her memory, and more than just enshrine it, pay attention to what she established and what she wanted. So Goddess bless. All right. Are there any other thankfulnesses or anything else that we would like to share on this day? I will be sitting in silence between 10 and 11 p.m. tonight, because we know that that is the hour that she passed. And if anyone wishes to tune in energetically, that would be fine. I was going to have a small gathering here, but there did not seem to be a lot of people that wished to join today. So I'm not sure that we will be doing that. So, however, at 10 I will go and sit in silence for her. We know that she passed away before 11, so that's the time that she chose to make her exit. All right, is there anything else to which we should attend today? All right, if not, we will go on. All right, and today is number 5. I affirm that all life is sacred. 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 And Lady Lorian writes, may we see all life, humans, animals, birds, reptiles, insects, plants, and trees as sacred. For indeed, if we see all as a gift of Mother Earth, then surely all is sacred. Treat all living things there in our world as if they were a wonderful gift. Some of us are vegetarians, some say they do not eat anything with a face, others feel that creatures that are killed to be consumed must be slaughtered with special ceremony and honored for their sacred gifts. The Temple of Isis does not have a policy for how its members choose to dine. It is up to them. If, however, they see that there are areas where there is mistreatment of any kind of life, it would be necessary to speak up or attempt to change any mistreatment of that which they encounter. As we become more aware of the sacredness of all life, we become more concerned about cruelty to anything alive. We are anti-war, declaring that no form of destruction can solve any problem. All violence of any kind is considered an abomination. So, as always, we are grateful to Lady Lorian for her guidance and wisdom. And we are grateful to all of our teachers, including Lady Olivia and Lord Strathlock, and Lady Olivia, who was here so many times. She too loved the oasis. And to the gracious Goddess Isis, in all of her forms, we give our thanks and ask her blessings. And to each and every one of us for all that we do, both here and in the world, while we are in this world, may our efforts be blessed. May our results be abundant, and may we go forth from this rite refreshed and renewed. Goddess bless all of you. May your hearts and lives be illuminated. May you remember Lorian with a mixture of kindness and happiness and contemplation today as we observe this day of her passing. Goddess bless you all, and I hope to see you live and in person here at the Oasis just as soon as it is possible. Goddess bless you.